Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on the video. It is my 991st day playing MPQ. That is a really long time. Just a few days left until I reach 1,000 days. Hopefully you guys are getting some good rewards from your shield resupply. It looks like mine picks up on a 5-day stretch toward 1,000. So looking forward to that. We'll have a little bit of if we get a few more followers and stuff like that, we'll work on what we can do to celebrate 1,000 days and maybe a giveaway. We'll see how it goes. So, Hooked on a Feeling is open. It is the 3-star Star-Lord PvP. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I've just gotten a little bit of a start in there. The Alliance is already rocking and rolling. We're going to take some battles in there with the 5-star Gambit, who went through a revision, and some people are calling it a pretty severe nerf. I think it's a pretty soft bat, nerf bat they threw at him, hit him with, and it's not as bad as people might fear. So if you're selling your Gambit, let me know. If you're not, let me know in the comments. So we'll see how he plays. I'm on the side of he's still not that bad, still pretty good. Real Steel is the event that's just opening now, featuring Colossus. That should be a lot of fun. Might be some good chance to play his fastball special with some bigger characters and get their powers played for free with his damage that he provides on that fastball. Let's get into the story action. We'll get into some DDQ nodes and play with some fun teams in the 3-star required character node that I was thinking of earlier, since we're against Daken, Wolverine, and Captain Marvel, all 2 stars, boosted up just a little bit, and we are going to be using Gambit, the 3-star, so I thought we'd have kind of a Gambit theme of the stream today. And we're going to run him with some interesting choices. Naturally, he has a little bit of history with Jubilee, and they have a little bit of a synergy with her green before his red, so we'll try that out. It's too bad her purple's pretty good, and his is quite great for a 3-star. And I thought, well, I haven't got a lot of play out of Wiccan. We'll bring him along. He's also going to be the essential 4-star character in the next PvE node that opens up in, some of you might be in it already today. He has a blue and yellow ability set, rounds out the rest of the colors here on this team. Okay, well, I certainly get better starting boards when I'm streaming with you guys, so that's good. Let's see, who should we take on first. Probably Wolverine. We'll save Daken for last since he heals up. Why hit him early if he's just going to heal? So, starting off with a bunch of red, what I think we're going to try to do is get all of our AP colors to 7 in a color. That way Wiccan will transform to the Demiurge, and then we can start playing our other abilities. And it's really nice between Jubilee and either of the Gambits with her green, because it creates charge tiles on the board, and if there's enemy specials, she actually creates those colors into the charge tiles. So with this enemy team setup, we know what we're going to get. They create red strike tiles, both Wolverine and Daken. That's probably why we should keep those guys around. Let's take on Marvel first. Okay, so red drops black. Really, we're looking pretty good so far. So we have our black and red ability ready to play. We're behind on purple, so let's go for that. And green. There's a couple of... they have no reason to match purple, so let's leave that over there and go for green. So if there's a green match on the board, Daken will create a red strike tile every time. Well, let's see. Let's just get our purple or yellow done. So yellow's done as far as getting up to 7 or more. Red's ready. So we could use blue, green, and purple. We don't have to go through this with Wiccan, but I thought it'd be kind of a fun element to add to this match, since it shouldn't be too tough of a match overall. The hard part is getting to 7 in each AP color. Oh, Hailstorm, that's not good. that means we won't be able to, I didn't realize that was our team up, I looked past that. That means we won't be able to designate what colors become our charge tiles unless we remove a whole bunch of these. Might be able to, but not all of them, I'm sure. We can play Gambit's purple, which will override 3 of the enemy specials. Then we can do her green. Then we can play his red. That'll be a nice power combo. So one more blue and we'll be at Demiurge time already. So that didn't work out too badly. We got a 4-shot of green. We have to take it. No blue in that line break. Oh man, look at that extra move set up. They'll take it as a match 4 though, thankfully. We almost have her down. So let's move over to Doc in here. We have all of our stuff ready to go. We need 1 blue tile. That figures. Let's go yellow or purple yellow. Can we get a blue quickly? Then we can unload on these guys. We have everything ready to go. Let's see. Let's let them set us up with a blue match. I think they'll get it for us here real quickly. We don't have to wait for Wiccan, but we're so close. I think I'll want to try. Let's go for red. Maybe it'll drop a blue down on top, and it did. Perfect. Oh, I should have turned on the animations, but here we go. He's going to transform into the Demiurge. I wish I would have remembered about the animations. That's a cool animation for sure. But now, whenever we make a line break with or a match with Wiccan, it becomes a line break, and you earn all the AP destroyed. So that's pretty sweet. Let's see if we can set up another blue match here quickly before we do that. And Wiccan becomes the target of all attacks, so he's going to force himself up front now. Czar is on. How's it going? Sorry it's been a couple days. Things have been busy. Hopefully you've been good. Catching other MPQers maybe online while I was out a little bit. Okay, here's a Wiccan match with this blue here, and it's going to destroy the whole row. Should be pretty cool. Man, yeah, that's great. The AP just jumps up completely when we do that. We got another blue match, so let's take a couple more line breaks here and just build that AP up tons. Man, that's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and start to end this match, since things are getting whittled down on the enemy team pretty well. So we've got a whole bunch we can start off with. Let's go with Magical Barrier from Wiccan. That's his countdown tiles. Now if we had enough green to do twice, we could play Wiccan's green as well to try to remove a bunch of those enemy special tiles. Let me think about that. Maybe we can. Let's do this. We matched away one of his countdowns, so that becomes a health buff for himself, which is great because he's up in front. Line break again. Man, that's pretty cool. Now that I got more covers in him, it's easier to get him to the Demiurge state. It was pretty hard before at lower levels. So let's hit if we play Jubilee's abilities, it'll end the match. So let's play Chain Lightning. It'll destroy a column, and if it hits an enemy special, it'll continue until it hits a column without an enemy special. So let's set it up for this column here. Will be pretty good. It's guaranteed to hit a couple and also hit his countdown to give him a burst of health. Or it might be true health, actually. See the next column randomly. Very cool. Alright, so I was hoping to get more than 2 columns, but I also wanted to not end the match so quickly. Let's play Raging Cajun. That'll override a couple enemy specials. And we'll play... Oh, we took away Jubilee's green ability, didn't we? Let's go for that. Hopefully Dawkins survives. Oh, he does, but there's not enough blue on the board, and he eliminates himself. Hilarious. Okay, so the point with Gambit would be you play his black, and it creates some charged tiles, or you start with Jubilee's green, and it creates some charged tiles so that he has charged tiles to begin with on aces and eights. That's the point. Well, let's go ahead and play Roman Candle here. This will end the match, but it'll convert the enemy special tiles into charged tiles in the first place. Alright, cool. Decent team. Could have ended things a lot sooner if we weren't going for Wiccan's ability as well. So let's take Wiccan out of the equation and keep Jubilee and 3-star Gambit in the mix. Yeah, I missed extra moves. I know, I was going for other stuff. That was an easy team. I wasn't working on most efficient way to win. So let's get a blue and yellow in here from the 3-star realm. That won't be overwhelming. Maybe somebody like... we'll just bring in Cap. He's a good character for his red, but not necessarily for his blue and yellow. His blue stun's great, but that'll be colors that won't end this thing too quickly. Alright, so let's just go for the setup that we talked about before, with Jubilee's green leading into Gambit's other abilities. So we want to take out this Ultron Sentry. They're always the real pain to deal with, especially when they have that swarm ability at the bottom of the board. You never know where it's going to destroy tiles, and the only way to stop the swarm is to either take him out, stun him, or leave enough enemy special tiles on the board, which of course I don't want to do that for too long. So here we go. We have a big shot from Jubilee ready and Gambit, so let's get a little bit of red started and then we'll hit them. Let's go from green again. That's going to be a big deal here in this match. Okay, match 4 in blue. I'm going to leave it for them just because not advised usually, but I think we're going to be just fine in this match. Okay, here we go. We got a lot of stuff going on. We need one more red to really start this off, but I want to knock some of these guys out. So let's start with Roman Candle. It does team damage and converts enemy specials into charged tiles. Alright, knocked out the Ultron Sentry for sure. And let's see, this guy's got a couple of countdowns. This will be overkill with stacked deck. It does damage directly to the enemy, pretty strong for a cost of 5, but it does also damage your own team. So that does create more charge tiles. Now we have charge tiles all over the place, so I think we're going to use that to our advantage to build our AP up a little bit faster again and get a little red going. There we go. Oh, look at that purple. Awesome. Extra move for them. In blue, they didn't ruin the blue. We get it. So, let's hit... Yeah, we don't have to worry. Yeah, let's take this guy out. Nice move. Okay, we're on the final 3 enemies, and we're in really good shape here. There's more than 3 charge tiles on the board. That's fine. Let's play aces and eights once right here on Psylocke. Not a lot of damage, but you earn a bunch of AP back when you play the ability, so it's almost like a net cost of 1. Let's play Roman Candle, team damage, plus charge tiles. Great. We've got a knockout ready for Psylocke with our black again here, stacked deck. We can deal with the damage it gives us. We're really rolling good. We could play Gambit's purple. I think you kind of get what it does. Let's go ahead and play Light Show by Jubilee. It's a great animation and a really good ability if you have the AP built up. Oh, can we play purple? Can we play it? We can. I forgot the 3-star Gambit doesn't keep you from playing abilities in those colors like 5-star does. So you pick 2 areas. and she changes colors randomly in the 3x3 block around the center tiles that you've chosen in the 3x3 block, and it does big damage plus stuns 2 enemies. This will be a knockout for him. And look at this board, complete control over here, extra move set up, and it's over. So I think 3-star Gambit and Jubilee play pretty well together. Too bad they both have purple abilities that do a lot of damage, but other than that, they do fine. Didn't use cap like we thought we might not. Well, I tell you what, Czar is asking what character might be newly introduced to MPQ, and I have heard a lot of hints of who the next character will be, and it's going to be very much likely a 5-star character coming into the game next, and probably will be announced anyway very soon. I'm not exactly sure if you're watching this video recent from the time it's created. I really don't want to spoil anything, but Czar, if you want to hang on for after the stream, I'll let you know who I've heard it could be, and you can make your own assumptions from there. Eddie Brock Venom is the featured character in this matchup, so we're going to only use his abilities. The other characters are going to be along for the ride. We could semi-cheat a little bit if we have a match damage knockout to get Bullseye's very strong strike tiles added to the board. We'll see. I think we'll take on Cyclops first. He's pretty dangerous, and so Venom specializes in a couple of things. His green ability destroys enemy special tiles, which is kind of silly because none of these enemies create special tiles. So I don't know why things would be designed this way. If they would have included Patch Wolverine or something, that would have made sense, but 4-star Wolverine already is confusing to me why he doesn't make strike tiles. So if that's the case, we won't get much use out of Venom's green, but his yellow is actually pretty amazing. And if we start doing enough damage to these guys, then he'll start creating enemy projectiles on the board when we do enough damage. Now that we've got our yellow ready to fire off, we don't have to collect any more yellow, we're good. So we need to be whittling him down to the point where we can get our strike tiles on the board from Bullseye, and then we'll be hitting them with enough damage to create a projectile every turn after that. That's the plan anyway. Or if we get one more yellow match, we're really crushing it on the yellow AP, and we can do that one twice. So we do have a yellow match. I know there's a match 4 in blue up there, but I'm going to ruin it by this. Wow, we've got that qualified twice. That's pretty crazy. To get up to 18 yellow before any other powers were fired off. So here's what we'll do. Let's just do a knockout blow on Magneto with our lethal protector. It does more damage when there's projectiles on the board, and we just haven't been able to do enough damage to get there. Tell you what, let's try to get our green before we do that. Let's see if we can. Well, they got enough green to hit me. There's some... That's what they thought of. They brought in a team-up that actually helps out our cause. Alright, so the developers thought of something correctly. So, yeah, that's the hard part. Venom, it just has to do enough damage to create the special tiles in the first place, and if I'm not letting myself use the other character's powers, which is kind of a self-imposed limit, I don't have a way to get this damage done. But let's go ahead and see how strong we take Magneto out here. We'll get another enemy special tile from that damage. Now we have 4. That's pretty good. Venom has a passive side of his abilities that reduces the value of the projectiles on the board. And let me show you something. When you click on it, you get the value of the enemy special tiles. They're worth 82 for a total of 300 something. That's what they are on the board, on, you know, quote unquote, that's what they are on paper. But Venom has kind of a live reduction, and if you look at what red would do, 65 times 3, that's 135. Well, the projectiles normally would reduce that to almost 0, but it's 40 instead of that because he's reducing the projectiles. And I only have his reduction at a cover level of 3 instead of 5. Optic Blast. Sorry, Moonstone, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was just trying to get some green here. We're not getting there. Maybe we can knock this guy out and get some strike tiles. He destroyed a projectile. Not the best team for Venom. If we played Venom with somebody like Carnage, it actually goes quite well. Carnage or also Kraven. Believe it or not, Venom plays quite well with Kraven. Once you start getting damage out there, Kraven does damage just because the enemy specials are out there. So, kind of a symbiotic relationship, if you know what I mean. And the same thing with Doc Ock. He plays pretty good with him. There we got our green extra move on the drop. Look at that. So let's hit. We only have 3 projectiles out, but we should be able to do plenty of damage from Symbiotic Fury. And if it's not enough to take him out, we certainly can with our yellow. Okay. Symbiotic Fury does better damage when you have more enemy specials on the board and destroys more tiles based on how many enemy specials are out there. Okay, good win. Let's get that over with. Let's get into our tokens, and then we'll do some PvP action, kind of review 5-star Gambit after he's been... a lot of people calling it nerfed. It is. It's a reduction in his overall viability and strength and quickness. But a lot of people also think he's ruined, and I certainly do not think he is ruined. I think he's a lot less useful, absolutely, but I still think he's nearer a top 10 5-star. A lot of people are overblowing and really, I think, overdoing it on the post-nerf self. Let's start here with the elites. We got 5 of those. Gold right off the bat, 3-star Mystique. I love to play the Bullseye Purple Power 2 Czar, and I'm probably one of the bigger 3-star Bullseye fans out there, but if I'm going to stick to my self-imposed limit of not using the other characters' abilities, you kind of get my point. I suppose if we have a matchup that is that dull because of my rule, maybe I should change my rule, but we'll get into the heroics. I guess I should take a quick look here. We only have 4 heroic tokens, but we do have the 10-pack we earned already on the PvP season. So we'll do the 10-pack at the end of this run because I'm not going to do any more latest legends or classic legend pulls with command points. I decided since we have a 5-star coming up really soon, we'll do a bunch of command point pulls from that 5-stars new release store, which will also have 2 other 5-stars in it. Got a support token, we'll pull that next to last as well. And here we go, Emma and Friends. We have 6 tokens here, been running pretty good. I would love to get that Emma Frost yellow cover in here, or X23, or... oh yeah, Ant-Man. They changed the cover for the 10 years celebration. Here we go. I agree with you there. I think 4-star Wolverine Black, his ability, there we go, 3-star Ock. His black ability is still super strong. And it kind of depends when you play it. If they don't have a lot of the enemy team's strongest color on the board, it won't hit as hard. So you just have to be a little careful. Wolverine's green can cause some cascades. It doesn't do very much damage at all. That's where I'm disappointed with that. And there we go, 3-star Magneto. Wolverine's yellow is a good heal for sure. And if it gets matched away, or if you match it, it destroys a bunch of tiles and does damage. So his yellow's pretty good. His green, though, I think they should change it in one or two ways. 3-star Thor. I think with Wolverine's X-Force, his green ability, you should play it and then you get black strike tiles, or maybe yellow, or even a non-Wolverine color strike tiles, like maybe red. I think it would be even better if you played green, it created the strike tiles, and then the X-Force happened, so you get the benefit of the strike tiles on the tiles that are destroyed and then cascaded. I think that would be a really good improvement and make him much more like the other Wolverines out there. If you guys have better ideas or other ideas, let me know too. Well, we got a one-shot try in Honor Among Thieves. We'll have a lot more tokens for that event. That's a story mode that opens up today. If you're in it already, good luck. Mine starts tonight. In the Taco Vault, we've got 50 plus tokens. I think what we'll do here is run about... Let me think. We're going to run these out because the newer released 3-star characters are in here, and I don't think I need to save taco tokens that far anymore. So let's run out. We'll run a bunch of these in a row, see if we can get a big hit of some sort between... 250 hero points is good. I don't have a whole long time, 5 health packs on this video, but we want to get into some PvP action, so I don't want to take forever on this. 5,000 ISO. Oof. I saw it was ISO, so I figured it was going to be the 500. I cleared it off too quickly. 5 more health packs. Taco tokens, when you save them up, can turn into a whole lot of health packs if you need them. We'll probably do maybe 20 of these, something like that. Or if we get another bigger hit, maybe we'll stop there. Good old pre-5-star times. I agree with Czar in that regard. Because, don't get me wrong, I love playing 5 stars. They're so powerful. 3-star Magneto. But you really, once you enter 5-star land, you can't go back and play your 4 stars very much. Just because they're just always going to be underpowered compared to your 5s. And in versus, you just have to use your 5 stars because everyone else is. There it is. 4-star Mr. Fantastic, earned from the Taco Vault. Fantastic hit. Thank you guys for bringing in the viewer luck. We can stop our tacos there. Nice job. We nailed it. Now, if we have any sort of shot at Vulture, the legendary token, the big ISO rewards, that would be great. I'm also deciding to pull my tacos because I'd like to get any of the newer 3 stars, which is Nerfed Gambit and Angel, are in this vault. And then it starts over again with Black Panther and Magneto. So, cool. Good job. Let's go back here, wrap up our draw on a support token. Guaranteed to only be a 1 tier, but could be a 2 or 3 tier support. 1 in 20 odds at a 3 tier and 1 in 3 odds at a 2 tier support. We have most of the supports, so but I really would love to get one of them that I don't have yet. And if we get a duplicate, it'll be a bunch of red ISO. Here we go. Unlocked a brand new support. We did it. The Milano. It's only a 1 tier, but that's fine. You can equip it to any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's perfect timing. Maybe there was a stealth buff increase to the draw odds on this Milano right before the event that features the Guardians for the most part in the Honor Among Thieves event. So very cool. We'll check that out when we can review the stats on that. Here we go, the heroics. We have 4 regular heroic tokens. Can we get a gold result in 4? There it is. There's Electra that I was talking about. And we just get the 2 stars there. I will do the daily purchase since we got a little bit of a bump in hero points. not enough. I'm still scrambling to make my way back in a hero point balance after I spent a bunch on one of the vaults a week or so ago. But we're at the 10 pack here. Pretty good odds on 10 packs for a bonus hero. My 3-star bonus hero is Iron Fist. My 4-star is Sandman. Either one of those would be great. Of course, Sandman would be the best. And there's 1 in 10, 1 in 12, yeah, 1 in 12 odds at a bonus when you use a 10 pack as opposed to the standard 1 in 20. So if you're ready, let's bring in more luck. We've done pretty good recently. Here we go. Starting off with a 2 is pretty normal. There's gold. Alright, we got a 3-star Loki. Look at that. We got a 4-star. It's Nico Minoru. A 4-star hit from a 10 pack. Fantastic. Hopefully we can get one more gold out of this run here. Maybe not. And we did get a 3-star Spider-Man. Perfect. Okay, not a bad haul there at all. Let's go into our character leveling. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do in the character world. I'll leave the 2 stars here, but I do take this moment to sell out my 1 stars, 27 of them out of here. And I want to stop on the 2 stars for a second because as you see the save button, if you haven't updated your game yet, there is an update out there that's not been, it hasn't been popped up within MPQ, but there's an update out there where you can save your covers, and now there's no longer a limit up to, now it's up to 50 on these, or is it 100? It's a whole bunch. And that's great because now with the 2 stars, I don't have to battle and worry about the timing when they're going to expire and champ characters that I really don't need to champion when I'm working on somebody else. So all those save buttons are live, and it's really pretty cool. You can save a whole bunch. And 5 stars, their whole champion reward cycle is 50, so I'm just going to save them up to 50 before I champion these. There's 15 on Storm already, 16. It just goes in order from bottom to the top. So if you haven't upgraded yet, looks like a safe upgrade to go ahead and do it before MPQ makes you if you want. And you can start saving your extra covers even if your characters are at 13 already. That's the biggest deal about it, because before you could only save them if you were at 12 and got another unusable cover. So I suggest upgrading soon. And let's jump down to the 5 stars, because that's, now that I've made that point, I've got Ghost Rider 5-star at 13 covers already. Not ready to champion him. He's not my next in line as a priority, but I don't want this to expire, so save it. He's at 13 plus 1. Awesome. Great feature. Strongly suggest you run through and do that for your characters. Let's level up the rest of these guys. We got that nice Spidey, Loki, from that 4-pack, or a 10-pack from the Heroics, Elektra as well. So I think we got 3 3-stars and a 4-star from that 10-pack. That's really quite good, and not a bonus. Magneto's got a bunch of rewards here in a row, 231. Thor. I think they changed the way that you that the add level button kind of works. It stalls out in between each item. That's okay. 186. Now we can save more on Punisher. He's up to 1, and there I have 2 more in this list. Save, cover, and save, cover. So that's a duplicate Punisher. Now I'm up to 3 saved covers for him. Maybe you'll have another one. 4 saved covers now. Yeah, perfect. That's great. Now I would have had to hurry up and champion him before losing those covers. Now I'll wait. Really good quality of life improvement in my opinion. Train up our duplicate 3-star Gambit to 133. Building him up again. Captain Marvel, I got this cover from a free gift from MPQ. If I remember it, I'll post the link up in my description here, guys. That was definitely 100% free. And if you didn't get it or somebody didn't tell you about it yet, I'll look up the link and post it for you. Hot Guy, 219, more hero points, great. Scarlet Witch has that special 10-year anniversary cover. Couple Gamoras. Guys, I'm trying to speed this up a little bit, but I gotta get these out of here. Oh, 4-star Star-Lord is the reward from the 3. Got a bunch of this guy in a row. 188. Alright. Iron Fist is my hero, bonus hero, because in one more level, he will get 4-star Iron Fist for us, and then at level 227 will be a legendary token. Quicksilver. Look what he does next at 183, earns a War Machine. Seems pretty quick that I went from Max Champ to 183 on Quicksilver. Alright, Panther moves up. Cap goes to 258. He's getting up there for the second time toward Max Champion status. And Colossus. 175 on the duplicate there. Great. 4 stars. Got the Star-Lord just now. Level that up to 300. He gets the legendary token. And a further level to 301. Very nice. Nico, a big hit from the Heroic 10-pack. 307. 19,710 health. And she's got a really good heal. Mr. Fantastic from the Taco Vault of all things. What a hit. 1 out of 300 items. Got a 4-star to 288. Couple more levels. He'll be a level 290. It will be a legendary recruit token. Here's our other Emma Frost token from the 900 point progression in the previous Versus event. So she now already moves up to 333. Nice build at 9 total covers for a new character. Great. Good start on her. And got an Iron Man at some point in between things, and he goes up to 300 for another legendary token. Very nice. We're done with the characters. Let's get into some PvP action in Hooked on a Feeling. The reason why I thought this would be a good time to show 5-star Gambit after his nerf is because, one of the reasons is because 3-star Star-Lord creates charge tiles with his yellow ability, and the charge tiles he creates are always green. And since he creates green charge tiles, let's bring along Thor to play along with Gambit. This will be a pretty fun. This is a team usually commonly referred to as Thorbit for short, and then the third character is always whoever is the essential. Let's get into some Thorbit action. Yeah, it's just so true. I mean, everybody used Gambit before the nerf, and I get it. And pretty much everybody uses Thor now, so I always worry if they're going to change him. But there's a major, downside of playing Thor a lot is you get the most out of him when he's at 50% health. And so you can see I usually try to play him at about 50% health. So let's go for as many yellows as we can. That'll slowly drift my Thor down to 50%. That's fine with me. We've got Gambit with the repeater tile. That's the stacked deck. And it's going to stay here, and it is a 2-turn repeater. So it takes a pretty long time to build up the AP compared to what you may have been used to. In my opinion, Gambit earning 2 AP every turn was overpowered and a little bit of a crazy design that never really should have been that way in the first place. So people that are, strongly complaining that he is now ruined, it's really the fact that, as far as what I'm concerned, we shouldn't have had him in the game that powered up in the first place. Now, would I rather have kept him the way he was? Of course, I just knocked out my own repeater, right? So I liked playing him overpowered, but I really want to keep playing this game, and if things were bad for the game, I think we should fix them. Overall. Alright, our enemy Thor's down to about 30,000 health. Uh-oh, we took him down a little too much. Now he's going to be angry with us, and doing a whole lot of damage. So let's play our Smoldering Fire from Thor. That's going to create some projectiles every turn. That's a good thing. Let's do... I know I could match... I want to do this, though. Yep. I could have matched away that critical tile, and that's usually you should get rid of the critical tile so the enemy doesn't hit him against you, but look how much damage we're already doing on Star-Lord. We've got Thor knocked down here. I was hoping to get a run on yellow, but there's just been hardly any yellow on the board, and I was going to play Star-Lord's yellow, and I forgot and just played Thor's by habit. So let's keep working on Thor here. We're going to take him out pretty quickly. Piercing throw is going to hurt. Alright, so we're already up to 19 red. Thor's down at 9,700 health. This is pretty much the good scenario to start. God of Thunder will take out enemy Thor. We don't have to worry about him and Star-Lord. Now, let's play Raging Cajun. 3 countdown tiles that hit for tons of damage. They're 2 turns at this level, and they do about 9,800 worth of damage. To me, that is crazy in 2 turns. Now, it's not easy to get your purple going if you can't get your repeater to fire off. We'll play aces and eights once. That does next to no damage, but starts the charged tile process. Now we can play it again, and it will do damage of about 10,000. Not quite. Okay, about 8,000 in this case. Depends on the color of the tile that's destroyed. So, let's go for... don't want to line up my charge tiles to be matched away too strongly, but I think it's going to happen. We don't have any other way to avoid it. It's going to turn into a match 4 of those charge tiles. No other... yeah, we'll just have to do this. I didn't want Thor up front, but... okay, here we go. God of Thunder again. Great. Let's do... team up. It's going to add a bunch of red to the board, but our countdowns are going to go off, and this is basically ending the match. Raging Cajun 1, 2, and 3. That is a whole lot of damage when those go off. So that's just one stance. I'm going to try to play Gambit a little bit better in the next match, and remember to do Star-Lord's yellow to show you the efficiency here. Gonna have to be a little bit careful. Let's heal Gambit. We think Thor's fine. Now, taking on Jessica Jones. Now, when she was already one of the top 5 stars on defense, and now that Gambit went through that change, his nerf really put her up as #1 on defense, absolutely. Okoye can be tough on defense because of her incredible healing. Look at that, we already got hit by a trap at the top of the board. But I don't think Okoye is very tough on defense. All you have to do is just leave her for last, and she will consume 1 team-up tile every turn when she's not in front, and then she won't be able to add too much to your other teammates, to her other teammates' damaging abilities. Extra move in blue, we'll take it. And what should we do here? We want to try to get a bunch of yellow. There's a match 4 in blue. I just have a feeling she's going to place her trap tile right there on the blue, and if we don't take it away, she will. Okay, here we go. We should be able to start some tough hits now, and our repeater's going to go off again to get us a bunch more red here if it survives the next turn. We have a match 4 in yellow, but that'll take out one of our countdowns, right? So you don't want to do that. Let's get this critical match of yellow that drops red. Is she going to trap my repeater with that? Okay, good. Sometimes Invisible Woman can trap your special tiles. Here we go. This is it. Okay, so we've got a perfect setup with Jessica and Thor. Here we go. Let's play something good. This is a 10 cost yellow ability that creates green charge tiles. It's better when the enemy team's strongest color isn't green, because it'll turn something else to green. But this will charge a couple of green tiles right there in the middle right. Perfect time to hit, let's hit Jessica with aces and eights. Now that there's charge tiles on the board, you're guaranteed to get that green AP. And we just shot up well over 12 green AP just in time to play Thor's God of Thunder when Jessica's at about 14,000 health. Absolutely perfect timing. Look at that. She's knocked down to 60. We've got Thor over here. Let's hit him one more time with aces and eights. That'll take him down to, yep, 3,500. Great. We don't want to take him down any further than this, because we don't want him to enter into his God mode. So anything we do takes Jessica out. Let's just going to go ahead and match away our repeater. We won't need it after this. I should have had Gambit in front instead of my Thor. Here we go. God of Thunder. Raging Cajuns knock him all the way down, and we could have ended it with one more red. See how efficient this team works out with Gambit on board? I think that was pretty good. Now, of course, if you find a team that's still playing Gambit, I would bring him along anyway, just because the enemy is almost guaranteed to play red before you do. So let's take on this team here with an enemy Gambit, and we shouldn't need Thor along. Let's bring somebody else like Hawkeye, who is really good partner for Gambit now, mostly because he fortifies your team's countdown tiles automatically, so that really helps your 3 Raging Cajun countdowns go off. So, alright, let's go the yellow and green for the most part. Our repeater's going to go off. That's great. We have a match 4 in blue. Let's go for that. So now we can get things rolling with Hawkeye. Maybe we don't want to run it yet. Purple drops yellow. A lot of yellow. Perfect. We'll play Star-Lord's green in this match, and his green is really pretty fun, and hits pretty hard when he's boosted. Blue's still in a little bit of danger. One more turn, if we can get our countdown to resolve. I think we better knock out his repeater. He'll probably get us back. Nope. Great. Our repeater's in a little bit of trouble, but it just earned us 3 purple and 3 red. So now we're in really good shape. Let's go ahead and play Raging Cajun. Since we don't have to wait for enemy Gambit to play it first like we used to, we can play it now. And if we get it out first, it's going to hit them first. So let's try to safeguard a couple of our countdowns before they get fortified. There goes our repeater, but it's on turn 2, so that's okay. There we go. Those are going to hit hard. I don't want to take out Gambit. Let's go ahead and let that hit America. Play blue since we can get that going. 2 turns that'll go off, and we'll get our yellow qualified here. There's the aces and eights I was hoping for. Now we're in good shape. See how fortified that countdown and how important it was, because we would have lost it. 2 hits on America. Perfect. Enemy's strongest color is going to be purple because of Gambit, and if we play it now, purple will turn into green charge tiles, and I think it's probably a pretty good moment to play it because we could get some automatic matches down there. Let's go. If we had any of our teammates down below a certain level of health, they would have regained health. Let's play Explosive Arrow, the next arrow in line. And here's the thing. We can start playing Gambit's red. Let's go. Since there's charge tiles on the board. Picked up a whole bunch of green that way. Might get some blue or green here. There we go. A whole bunch more green. All of a sudden, we went from almost no green to 12. And in this case, we can play Star-Lord's green pretty soon. I don't know if I'll play it quite yet. We got a bunch of stuff going on here. Yeah, let's play it, because charge tiles will drop down to the bottom. Our countdowns will not be destroyed in these 3 columns. We could get some pretty good cascade action. Here we go. Yep, extra move in green. Everything else was worked out pretty well. That's great. Okay, play another special tile, and we're on a roll. Let's, what do we do here? Gambit has his red, so he's going to hit us with that, and since that's the case, let's just match big strong black hit. This will do about 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Okay. He'll override any special tiles we had, but not our countdowns anymore, which is super good when you're playing against Gambit. There's our stun. Here comes our, I think our explosive arrow. Okay, electric arrow, and play another couple of arrows here quick. I don't think this team's very fast. That's a guarantee, but the fortified tiles thing is so great because you can match blue and you don't lose your countdown. Okay, electric arrow creates even more charge tiles everywhere. Look at this board, it's pretty crazy. Let's play, should be a knockout blow on America just about to do another match. Gambit stunned for quite a bit. We'll get this good match in red here. Perfect, look at that. Very nice. We have yellow and green ready to fire off again. Green charge tiles everywhere. This will destroy a bunch of the board and drop a whole bunch of matches and things down toward the bottom with charge tiles. Fun. We can play yellow again. Look at that. 4 charged green tiles in one match and it's over. Hilarious. So I think Thorbit's a pretty good combo still. I think Hawkeye and Gambit is a pretty good team. Certainly it helps to have another ability that creates charge tiles for you. That's why I wanted to play with this 3-star PvP with Star-Lord and check out the action there. You can see how the charge tiles and the AP generation just went absolutely nuts on there. Guys, I'm running out of time, but I will hang out in the chat and post that link for the free cover download. You can try it. I don't think all different game and phone types or tablet types work for it, but it's worth a shot. So hang on for that. When I sign off, I'll start posting in a couple replies in the chat. So I do have to run, but I appreciate you guys being on and part of the action. If you need more MPQ, hang on and in Twitch and hit the links below. My main video for NEOSO 4 is great, and Adam is down in the links too. He streams MPQ between those two guys quite often, and if KillPower559 is on, hit him up as well. If you're going to YouTube or if you're watching this video there, make sure and hit Mr. MPQ and Artem. They do great reviews, run-throughs, and strategy